What's going on? My subscribers, what's going on? What's going on, everybody? How's it? This is Richie Rich here once again, and I am so happy to finally do this video for you all. It's about, well, you probably read the description already, but it is about on how I got these BB Arrow wheels. Now, what are these BB Arrow wheels? Well, first of all, they're called turbine or turbo wheels. You guys already seen my Ricken turbo wheels on the Tercel. It's just that kind of style of wheel where it's a big flat disc face, and when you turn the wheel around on the inside, it's like there's like sort of like fins or like aerodynamic design that as the wheel is rotating, it cools down the brakes and the rotors and such, used for a high-speed racing. It was really popular in the late 70s and the 80s, obviously. The Corvettes had them, you know, not just European or Japanese cars. But anyway, I am so lucky, and I'm still so privileged that I can't believe I got them. Like, I'm still amazed. This happened over a year ago already, but I just finally got around to, hey, why not make a video about the BB Arrows? The official name for these wheels are called Rainer Bookman, which is the designer, and he's also it's like Brabus or AMG, you know. It's like a aftermarket tuning business for cars back in the 80s, but he designed these wheels, Rainer Bookman or Bachmann BB Arrow wheels, and so yeah, let's get started with the story. Basically, this was last October or November. I'm a delivery driver for Canada Post, and I was heading back to the headquarters. I was done my day. It was around maybe 4:55 in the afternoon, and I was just driving home. And I got these 1/18 scale cars, just so you guys can understand. This is a Hummer H1, as you can see. So I was just basically stopped at the light, just like that, you know, because it was red. You know, I'm not gonna run a red light or do anything stupid like that. So I was just sitting stationary. Just a normal light, you know, normal day, normal light, normal everything, you know. And then this elderly Chinese guy, I'm not being racist, I'm just saying, but this elderly Asian brother in a, I think it was 1996 Honda Accord EX or something, suddenly just simply passed like that with those wheels on. And you could just imagine me in the truck. I was holding the steering wheel like that, and when I saw the Accord just pass by, I was, oh my God! I was just hysterical. If anybody was looking at me, they thought I was just having an absolute crazy seizure. I was extremely, like, shouting, like, oh my God, those are BB Arrows! Like, I knew about these wheels. I only saw them in photos and on forums and stuff. They are just unheard of. You cannot buy these. They're just so rare. And here is this elderly guy driving his Honda Accord, and these wheels were on it. So I was at a huge dilemma. So I had two options at that time. I'd turn left and follow him and see if he parks somewhere nearby and talk to him, or do I go back to the plant, which is supposed to be what our duty is. We're supposed to go home after we're done our shift, right? So I was like, okay. So I see the Accord just going down. I'm in the truck going, okay, I see he's going down, I think it was Kerr Street. It was probably Kerr Street for all you locals. Kerr, heading probably towards Marine Drive. So he was going down that way, and I already made my decision. I said to myself, I'm going back to the plant. It would have been less stressful if I followed the car, but I'll get to that later. So I'm like, okay, he's turning on, he's going straight on the curve and then turning at this side street, and there's a residential area, so that's where he lives. That's exactly where he lives. So here I am in the truck. It's a green light already. I'm gonna go back there. So I head back to the plant, and you know it's dark by 4:30 in this city during winter hours. So I go back to the plant, do my business there, check out, you know, punch out or whatever, and then you know going home, I took that same route the way that I saw the Honda Accord go, but I didn't go to where that car went right away. I went home first. So I actually went home because I needed to eat. I didn't feel like buying any food. Cleaned up a bit, and this was at like around 10 p.m. at this point because I was thinking about it, told my friends and everything, just absolutely hysterical. So I left at around 10 p.m. and so I played detective. I went exactly to the intersection where he turns. It was Kerr and something else, a side street to this residential area. So I exactly took the 400 there, went exactly where that guy turned as well, and all I see were just every car you can think of except the Honda Accord with the BB arrows. So I said to myself, I should have followed it. Like I was starting to get really frustrated. I should have followed it when I had the chance. All I had to do was turn left and follow it. But the thing is, if I did follow it, maybe he was going to Surrey, maybe he was going on the highway, or maybe he was going to the States, the border, you know what I mean? So I didn't want to take that risk. So, but anyway, I said, okay, let me, I said to myself, okay, let me look in this, I got my GPS on, let me look at this 20 block radius, or like this 500-meter radius, and it was all residences. I wish I filmed at that time, but I didn't get any photos or anything like that. So I went on a streak of going, and it was a grid. So I went through so many back alleys, front yards, driving up and down, and I'm not lying at all. I was at it for about 1 hour and 15 minutes. And I was getting so frustrated, so mad, and so dizzy from just making left turns and right turns constantly. Like every 5 seconds there was a turn. Then I turn right. Did I go here? No, I didn't. I made that turn. And I'm like, crap, I already made this turn. I made the same turns for like seven times or 8 times. I said, damn it, I already went down here. Like I was literally going in circles. I was so mad at myself. I didn't know that area at all. And it was late. It was like almost midnight before I called it quits. I'm like, you know what? Screw it. Going around in circles for 1 hour and 50 minutes you try that, and it is really, really depressing, actually. So I said to myself, I'll come back tomorrow. Or the weekend. I thought to myself, this guy's gotta live somewhere here. And I also thought that, you know what, maybe I didn't find the car because it was parked in a garage, you know, because there was garages for each house. It was in like a newer area, high-end area, and very expensive houses. So I said to myself, you know what, I probably couldn't find it because it was parked in a garage, you know. So as I was about to go home, after 1 hour and 15 minutes of just nonsense, I said to myself, you know what, let me take one more road. And I am not making this thing up. You say it's too good to be true? I say it is so true, it's not even funny. I am still shocked to this day. I'll do one more road. Let me turn here. I've never turned here before. Because I've always turned left, but I've never turned right. You know, so I turned right. And then I just went straight. And I was going down this very narrow road. And there were so many parked cars, parallel parked cars. And then I saw the back of this beige car. So I was coming through like this. You know, cars, cars, cars. Yep, I'm not gonna find it. And then I can't even express myself right now. I passed by. I stopped. I almost screeched the brakes. I was like, ah! At this point, I lost my voice from shouting so loudly. There was the Honda Accord with the BB arrows. I parked to the side. I was shouting to myself, so happy, jumping, wrecking the upholstery of the 4Runner. And I pulled over and I checked it out. It's still the most beautiful wheels I have ever seen in my life. So I got the intersections, I wrote it down real well, even the license plates and everything. And that was that. I went home a happy guy. And so the next morning I went to work, obviously, and then after work I went straight to that intersection. And by then, you know, it was like 5:30, 5:45, 6 o'clock. And I went straight to that block right there. And the Honda Accord was still there with the BB arrows. So handsome, so beautiful. But it was parked in a way, like in between houses. Like you parallel park, and then there's a house right here and a house right there. Which house does this guy live in, you know? So I went to this house on the left side first. I knocked on the door. I was still in my Canada Post uniform, so people thought I had packages for them or whatever. I knocked on this guy's door, and I said, it was really weird. Like, I said, "Hi there, my name is Richard. Is that your Honda Accord right there?" Now, people don't have to give out information like that. I mean, if it was that guy's car, he didn't even have to say yes or no. So he said, no, I'm sorry, man, that's not. I said, okay, fine. I went to the next house, the house that was in between the other house, knocked on the lady's door, or the guy's door. So I knocked, and then this elderly lady just creeps, opened the door, you know, and I said, hello, basically exactly the same thing as I said to the other guy. Is this your Honda Accord? And she's like, oh yeah, it is, you know. Well, anyway, I went through a whole speech about saying about how hard those wheels are to find and how desirable they are. And I told her, and the husband came out, the husband that I saw driving the car came out as well. And I told them that those were BB Aero wheels made in Japan back in the 80s. And I asked them, how did you get these wheels? And they didn't know at all what they owned. So I told them exactly what they had. A friend of theirs gave it to them about 10 years ago, and he was using them for the winter time. It had studded Pirelli tires. Oh my goodness. He was using it for the winter tires. Can you believe that? So anyway, we didn't make the deal right then and there, but we exchanged information, and the deal was that obviously I said I'd like to buy them off you. So to cut a long story short, there's a lot of back and forth. This is over a span. So now that I found the wheels and talked to them, this is a span of maybe 3 months. Okay. So it took me 3 months to finally get these wheels, but I had to provide them with replacement wheels and transfer their Pirelli studded winter tires to those new wheels and give it to them as replacement for the BB Aeros. And I get this for a price of $50 each wheel. So I paid $200 for the BB Aeros and about $70 for switching the wheels, because I had another set of wheels in my shed, so that was good, and it was 4x100 or whatever the car was, fitted like a glove. But so I guess you guys are waiting for it. I'm gonna show it to you right now. This is, I mean, it's kind of weird having uh, a wheel inside the house here. Let's see if you can see this. Now it has these old tires on, just so it has tires, but I don't know if you can see it. Ooh! Rainer Bookman BB Aero wheels, 15 by 7, with the offset of, I think it's negative 6 by 15 by 6. This is heavy. I don't know. But it's not yeah, it has negative offset, but as you can see. And I'll show you what I mean. The fins at the back. See, those are like directional fins. Now there are two left side wheels and two right side wheels. They're not unidirectional. They only go one way. And what's awesome, good God, this is freaking heavy. See the arrows right here? So this wheel rotates this way only. Should only rotate this way only. BB Aero wheels. This video is going way too long, 18 minutes. But these are 4x114.3 wheels. So I plan on putting this on the GTS because that's a 1986 car. And these are made in 1985 to 86. I mean, it's got all 4 hubcaps. Oh my goodness. I completely detailed. When I got these, they were black. Like, they were so dirty, it wasn't even funny. But fully detailed them. I'm going to keep it unrestored. I mean, yeah, there's nicks and dents here, but it is a 33, 34-year-old wheel set. Basically, this is one of the better wheels. There are some curb markings, not scratches, on the other wheels, but if you watched this far, guys, I thank you so much for your time. That was a lot of information. I just wanted to share it with you guys. I really did. You know, you guys are my true supporters for watching this far. I love you all. That's my story on these BB Aero wheels. Purchased for $200 plus I need to give them a replacement. Luckily, I had a set of rims there, and I only needed to pay to switch the tires. This is actually the tires from the other set of wheels that I have. These are like 15-year-old. Whoo! Cracking. But thank you guys so much for watching. Shout out to all my supporters. I want to specifically give recognition to Clinton at AE86 SR5 to GTS conversion, Adrian and Avery at Sneakerhead to Toes, the Designer Men, Zakinj at Van City, Kevin McCarthy, Dr. Victor Rack, Ninja Postman, Gino, and Adriano Gentile, the Italian, and Hightower. Man, thank you so much, guys. Thank you very, very much for watching. More videos to come on this. Maybe even an up-close and personal look at these BB Aeros. But thank you guys for watching.
It's not your situation, I just need contemplation over you. I'm not so systematic, it's just that I'm an addict for